The perfect game. Not a title to be thrown around loosely. Now, I hear you ask, what justifies bearing such a legendary name? How could one go about identifying such a game? Is there a piece of media out there that can truly deserve this label? I'm sure you'll agree that there are good games and there are great games, but to find one that is objectively perfect would be near impossible. Today, I will prove that this is not the case. After years and years of research and analysis, I have found what I believe to be the closest thing to perfection. I'm Fiber Optic Blender, and this is why I love Superman 64. Where to begin with a game that has it all? Let's start with the graphics, because man, right off the bat, this game crushes it in that department. This is the sheer epitome of the Nintendo 64's graphical capabilities. The 3D models look amazing, as do the environments. If you simply revel in the beauty of these incredibly rich, detailed buildings, you gain a true appreciation of how hard the developers must have pushed to create such a realistic world. Even the trees, a field in which even the greatest of developers fall short in, are crafted exceptionally here, with some superb texture work from the graphical department. And let's not look past the man himself, Superman, who's never looked better. Additionally, compared to other titles in the system, the draw distance is like no other. Titus Interactive for a terrific innovation in spades here, hiding the limitations of the hardware behind a dense, massive fog to ensure that the experience is as smooth as possible. To think of a solution like that, to overcome such diversity of flying colours, is truly commendable, and the developers implemented it superbly. Speaking of superb, let's talk about this game's sound design, because, oh boy, this is some of the best audio to have ever graced my ears. My first time ever playing the game, I was truly blown away by the quality of the audio before me. Words simply cannot describe the emotions that I felt at that moment in time. It's something that I will never forget for the rest of my life. The sound effects for taking off and accelerating sound just as you'd expect, and really capture the essence of how it feels to be Superman. More on that later. It's hard to understand such concepts without hearing it yourself, so I implore you, please, take a listen. In addition to sound effects, this game features the iconic tunes from the movies that you know and love, and just listening to them gives me a huge rush of nostalgia. I'm sure you'll recognise the title theme. Man, what a legendary piece. But that's enough of that. I'm sure you're interested in how the game actually plays, and boy does it deliver. The game feels like it's a scene ripped right from the comics that you get to play right before your eyes. Just like in every Superman movie, here your primary objective involves flying through rings. I must say, this was a great choice on Titus's part, as it really captures what Superman is world renowned for. You simply can't have a Superman movie, comic, piece of merchandise, anything really, without the flying through rings. This makes for some incredibly rich and diverse gameplay, which will keep you hooked for hours on end. Speaking of which, the game controls like an absolute dream. Superman handles beautifully, cutting through the air like a warm knife through butter, making those sharp turns like a puck on ice. Gliding through the air feels so powerful, and this is really a testament to the tight, acute controls. Superman feels as if he has weight to him, and this is a result of the game's delightful physics engine. To be perfectly honest, I can't think of a Nintendo 64 game that masters the laws of physics as well as this one, and that's a real achievement considering what it's up against. But this is just the tip of the iceberg. So far, I've only talked about flying, but there is far more to this game than just that. Let's take a look at the combat system. With his mighty punches and kicks, Superman can shred through just about anything in his path. The attacks emanate ferocity and bravery and illustrate Superman's hand-to-hand combat skills in what can only be described as a stylish manner. Pulling off such a wide array of complex moves with such an elegant technique, he truly does look like a force to be reckoned with. Be warned though, it does take a long time to fully learn how to execute these moves, as the controls feature many difficult but simultaneously rewarding inputs. Alongside this, he additionally has access to his signature freeze breath, X-ray vision and heat vision abilities, which all, in combination with the stellar combat system, really make you feel like the one and only Superman. Even after all of this, some of you may still be wondering why so many people praise this game so highly. Well, ask yourself, what brings a game together? Your mind may jump to the more obvious factors like the gameplay, the presentation and the replay value, but what I'm getting at here are the subtleties, the little things that, in accumulation, make Superman 64 such a magical and engaging experience. Prime example? The menus. This game does a great job with presenting the information as it is, allowing players to clearly identify where they need to go and when. I mean, how many Nintendo 64 games can you name that have a new game, load game, and a last game function? This game even has a biography section, which is expertly tucked away in the options menu, a feature I can really get behind. Additionally, during gameplay, from the pause menu there's an options for story and controls. That's right, you get not one but two features in one menu button. To top it all off, the music design in this subsection is some of the best I've ever heard. Man, when I recount all of this, it really hits home. This game truly is the greatest of them all. The greatest of them all. Those words shouldn't really be thrown around loosely, but I feel like that very phrase sums up Superman 64 as a whole. From the beautiful visuals to the wonderful controls, everything about this game just screams passion. The critical acclaim it received upon release also speaks volumes, and I couldn't be more willing to back it up. Superman 64 gave me an experience like no other, made me feel emotions I'd never felt before, and allowed me to do things I never thought I could. Titus Interactive, I salute you. Nothing will ever be able to exceed the heights you rose to with this one. Superman 64 is the perfect game.